Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Under Tenner with Chin. First of all, I would like to thank you all the viewers who view my video. Thanks for all the likes, all the shares and all the subscriptions. So today I'm going to show you how to cook a giant meatball spaghetti without wasting any time. Let's get busy cooking. So earlier on I went to the shop. I spent £7.69. I bought a couple of produce which I'm going to show you. So I bought a spaghetti pasta, half kilo of minced beef and pork, some natural breadcrumbs, some fresh basil, some passata, some cherry tomatoes, some rocket. From the last video I still got some onions, garlic and chili left. I also bought some eggs this time. I've got some cheese left over from the last video. So let's get cooking, guys. So I'm putting some water in for my pasta. Then I put about 2 tablespoons of salt. I peel my onions, but this time I keep them in full. 2 cloves of garlic. Nice hit from the top, easy to peel. So I keep my onions in full this time because my kids don't like to see the onion bits inside of the meat. So I've got a grater and I'm going to grate them into the meat. So that's how the kids will not see the pieces of the onions in. So I'm grating it down and I'm doing the same thing with the garlic. So it looks like a paste, and then I'm gonna go with black pepper, put some salt as well. My water is already boiling, so I'm gonna put my pasta in. So easy way to do it, to open your packet, it's to grab your packet in the middle, hold it strong and hit to your surface, and that makes really easy to open. There you go. So now I'm putting my pasta inside of the pan. Make sure you spread your pasta nicely around the edges so it doesn't stick together. So now I'm leaving my pasta on and I'm getting to my meatballs. I'm putting a handful of breadcrumbs in. So I'm going to crack 1 whole egg in it just to see the consistency. Later on you will see if you need adding a bit more or not. And now I'm going to give it a nice good mix to make sure all the seasoning goes right through it. So there you go, mix it, make sure the flavor gets everywhere. The consistency is nice. You'll feel it in your hands. Basically you don't want the meat to stick onto your hands. So I'm going to make these giants, as I said, it's a giant spaghetti meatball. While I'm doing my meatballs, I'm putting my pan on low heat. I add on about 3 tablespoons of oil. So I grab a handful of meat and then make sure you got a full hand because we want them to be giants. So basically give it a good squeeze with both of your hands. Make sure you get them nice and tight, and then what you're gonna do, get your hands, get them like the spoon, keep your meatball in the middle and just try to move them inside, and there you go. That's a huge giant meatball. So my pasta is ready. I've got some colander, and as you can see I've got a little pan underneath. That's because I want to keep some water off the pasta. I'm going to use later for my sauce. So I'll drain the pasta. If your pan haven't got the handles, the safety ones, make sure you use the towel. So I'm keeping some of that water for the sauce. And then because my pasta is cooked al dente and I don't want to overcook it, so I'm going to run some cold water through it to cool it down, and that stops the process of the cooking. Now I'm going to prepare my sauce. I'm going to slice some chili and garlic. But if you're making it for your kids, you don't have to add chili. It can just be a simple tomato and garlic sauce. So I get my pan. I put about 2 spoons of oil. Chili and garlic, that goes straight in. Give it a little stir. Now I'm going to put my passata. Then I get 2 ladles of my water from the pasta to lose the sauce a little, because you don't want it to be too thick. Give that a little shake. And then I'm gonna add another box of my passata in. So I'm going to chop little basil to go in the sauce right now, and I'm going to put some on the end as well, so the sauce will get a bit of a flavor. So I've got my pasta cooled down, I've got my sauce ready, cooking on the really low heat. So now I'm going to seal these giants. Basically you want to seal them to make sure they don't fall apart in your sauce. So I put the fire up a bit on my pan. So I put about 3 tablespoons of oil. Be careful with your fingers. Make sure you don't touch the oil. See if they all fit in. Look at that thing. So basically you want to seal them, get some color on them, and then finish them off inside of the sauce, so they stay nice and moisture. They get the tomato flavor through it as well, and the sauce gets some meat flavor. So they are on the pan, and now I will do some garnish. So take cherry tomatoes. Normally I would have cut them one by one. So grab them in the middle with 2 of your fingers. But if you're really a pro, you can try it to do it that way like I do with my hand. I take about 6. I put my hand on them, give them a little pressure, and go in the middle. Slice them down with your knife. Go easy, make sure you don't cut yourself. And there you go. I'm going to chop some basil to put it together with my tomatoes. So you can see the meatballs are nicely brown and sealed from each side. So now I'm going to pick them up and put them into the sauce and finish cooking in there. So you can use tongs if you want, or use the spoon, just make sure you don't burn yourself. So pick the meatball and straight into the sauce. The very important thing is that your meatballs are fully covered with the sauce. If for some reason you don't have enough sauce, you can always add on some more of your stock from the pasta, the water. And I leave it on the really low heat for about 20 to 25 minutes and let that slowly cook. So I'm going to serve my portion separately. That's why I've got the separate pan. Then I'm going to fish out some of that sauce. So I'm taking 2.5 ladles of the sauce. fish out one of these meatballs, put it on the pan, and add your pasta in. So you want your pasta to get cooked and heat up inside of that sauce, so it still gets flavor through it while it gets heat. So guys, keep stirring your pasta, make sure it's nice and hot, all covered in the sauce. And now we're going to put some of that garnish. So cherry tomatoes and basil, it goes there. You want them nice, fresh and crunchy, so don't cook them. It's just like an almost last thing to do. Just literally 10-15 seconds on the pan. And then we're going to plate up. So grab your pasta right in the middle. Keep the meatball on the side. Place your pasta first. Gently in the middle. Second it goes. And then finish it off with the giant on top. So now I've got some rocket that I had it before. So I'm going to put that rocket right on top. So I'm going to finish it off by grating some cheese on top of it. And here you go guys, there's your pasta. There's a giant meatball spaghetti. Oh, it smells amazing, looks amazing. I can't wait to dig in it though. I hope it will be a nice surprise for your family and friends. So thanks guys again for watching the video. I hope you liked it. So if you did the spaghetti the way I did it, or you turn it to your way, I'm more than happy to see your pictures in the comments. If you do, I'm gonna share that link on Instagram, on Facebook. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye now.